This is Redemption, an actual play podcast set in the Star Wars role-playing game system, with Chris Burlew as the GM and also the droid R3A1.
I was busy trying not to get killed.
Kendall Jung as the Twi'lek former Padawan, Karel.
You're a little confused, but that's okay.
Michael Waldschlager II as the Duros pilot, TAZI.
This is an odd topic.
And Nathan Robinson as the Nautilin gunner, KAIO.
Is that a rule? KAIO can't be happy.
Episode 211, Droid Troubles and Frayed Fathers. KAIO's master plan to give himself up to the droid assassin HIXSA in exchange for TAZI's father has hit a major roadblock. The rest of the crew. So now, in a showdown at the docks, will the droid get his man? Or will a daring plan by the divided crew spell the end for TAZI's father?
Are we making this trade?
I keep trying.
KAIO, what are you doing?
I told you what I was going to do.
You knew about this?
This is not happening.
Yeah, this is what's going to happen. I'm not going to let you fall for my problems.
Quick draw to shoot the blaster out of...
Okay.
Try to shoot the blaster out of HIXSA's hand.
Okay. So you pull it out. All right, fire at the gun. So you're going to have your range is probably short, but you're going to get the 2 black die for calling it out. He's got adversary.
What's the difficulty?
You're at short range, so it's 1.
And he's kind of involved in melee.
Yep. So you're going to have to upgrade that to a red.
Well, no, he's not involved in melee.
Your father's glommed onto it.
Yeah, I would say, unless you don't mind shooting your father. And he's got an adversary rank, so you're going to add a purple to it in the 2 black dice for the called shot. Yep.
Got it.
I'm
flipping a force die to up one of my dice.
Wouldn't it be 2 purples?
You're at short range, which is only 1, right?
We'll say so the force we're pulling that destiny die. I'm gonna say that Essek actually gets a finger into maybe some kind of wiring and pulls just right and just makes him twitch just enough to give TAZI a better shot.
1 success, 2 threats.
Okay.
TAZI's right hand pulls his pistol out of his holster. The hand goes up. Shot goes off. The bolt flies across the docking bay. Just as Essek manages to grab a purchase inside of HIXSA's right or left arm, pulls on something and causes HIXSA's right arm with the pistol to twitch, and the bolt hits the pistol at the same time. Pistol goes spinning off away from HIXSA and KAIO.
Okay. Let's drop into initiative. Okay.
2 and 0.
3.2.
3.1.
Okay. So we'll say that was PC slot 1. Next PC.
I guess I'm close.
You're close.
So you see that disruptor pistol comes flying out of his hand.
Yeah.
And he kind of looks at his hand for a second.
All right. So I am going to running tackle HIXSA.
Okay. So you're going to roll your athletics. Are you trying to knock him over or do damage to him?
Knock him over. Mostly just trying to get him away.
Okay, so
TAZI! Karel!
Your athletics against his athletics then?
Okay.
So it's a red and 3 purples because he's got a pretty good...
I'm a little athletic myself.
Oh, I know. I'm just...
Success and 3 threats.
Okay. So you knock him over, and he happens to fall on top of Essek. There's your threats. So Essek is now kind of underneath HIXSA, who does look up kind of surprised. It is HIXSA's turn. So you just knocked him over. HIXSA rolls over, grabs Essek, because they're still kind of wrestling around, pops his right arm up, and you see that fusion cutter pop out again, and he puts it right at Essek and just looks at you guys.
I will kill him to defend myself. I thought we were making a deal.
I'm working on it, but you can't get the old man to stop talking to you.
Yeah, and Essek, he looks right at you, TAZI. I go. You no more hurt. And then he looks at KAIO. Friend, and he points at you. And then he points at himself. No more hurt. No more in life. And then he's trying to push his way back. So next PC, which would be Corel. You haven't gone yet.
Corel is moving closer. She hasn't ignited her lightsaber yet, but she's moving to get into melee. That's my maneuver. And she kind of half closes her eyes watching this, reaching out with the force. Okay. Essek and I need to make opposed discipline checks.
His discipline would only be, it's his willpower, right? That's what discipline is.
Yeah, and he's kind of mind scrambled, so I think a blue die is in order.
Yeah.
What's your willpower?
3.
So he's probably 2.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go 2.
And I get a blue die because he's kind of mentally scrambled.
Okay.
So that's a triumph and a success. So basically, Corel reaches out with the force, looks at Essek, and says, "Go to your son." And that's force influence. So.
Okay. So he's basically locked eyes with you and kind of you're commanding him to go.
Yes.
Okay. So he does start to get up, start walking that direction.
Does the droid let him go?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
It's A1's turn. He pops out his little holdout blaster and just kind of goes, what do I do? What do I do? Do I shoot? What are we doing?
And he's way far back, so none of us hear him.
Yeah, I mean, he's rolling forward trying to figure out what to do. So we'll go back to the top. PC1.
TAZI yells back at his father, "Dad, shut up. We've got this." And
you can tell he's got kind of a blank look on his face right now, and he's trying to walk towards you. At least trying to. The droid still has a hold of him right now. And he's not saying anything.
"HIXSA, let go of my father and you can have him. KAIO, you can have him."
Okay. Should probably make a deception check then if you're trying to lie. Difficulty 3.
Two failures, 2 advantages.
Okay. So then HIXSA, he lets go. As he lets go, he steps in behind Essek. He's going to try to leap over and grab KAIO. So now he's going to have to make an athletics check against you. Which I know is not easy.
Good luck. That's 2 reds, a black die, and a purple.
Okay. So he leaps forward. He misses grabbing you as you kind of duck out of the way, but in the process throws you off balance a little bit. So whatever you're going to do next to him is going to get a black die. Basically, I failed with 2 advantages. So then it would be your turn.
I'd swig Big Bertha up on his face. Well, just in general, I aim Big Bertha at him.
Okay.
1, because I'm at close range.
Yep. He's got a range defense of 2.
And he's adversary.
And he's got, yep.
So that goes to a red rather than a...
Yep.
Okay. I'll go ahead and true aim.
So you're going to take some strain to do that because you had to pull the weapon and kind of step back from him. So
fair enough.
You're just taking a second maneuver.
Fair enough. I succeeded with a despair.
Okay.
So I got 4 successes and advantage, but I did despair.
Okay. So you fire, you hit HIXSA. It throws him back against the door of the ship. As he hits, the door opens, and on his turn, he'll be able to get onto the ship if he wants to. And you hear the sound, and you guys have all heard this several times. You hear the sound of the docking clamp unlock. A1 has rolled up next to TAZI. I guess he's got his massive little holdout blaster out. What do I do? What do I do? Do I shoot him?
Keep that ship from leaving.
Okay, I'll try. And he rolls over and tries to plug in. Yep. He's going to flip over one of the destiny points from dark side to light side. And he kind of looks over at TAZI. They locked me out. I can't keep the ship here. And next PC.
Now, is HIXSA taking up the entire boarding ramp?
Yeah, it's just like a standard doorway size, so yeah.
Okay, can I run by him?
You'd have to make an athletics check against his athletics.
All right. So what is his athletics check?
It's a red and 3 purple.
Okay.
And I'll flip another destiny point from dark to light. So upgrade one of those to red.
I am going to flip one from light to dark.
Okay.
Because Corel's drawing on the force to do this also.
That's a lot of dice.
Okay. None of his defenses would factor in.
All right. So I succeed with a threat.
Okay.
So Corel has her lightsaber in hand. It's not ignited. But you see her run up to the ship, run right past KAIO, and just kind of bull rush HIXSA, knocking him to the side, and she gets into the ship in front of him.
Okay. All right. As you get on the ship, you start to feel it pulling away.
I'm running towards where I think the cockpit is.
Okay. Top of the order, PC1.
So HIXSA is still standing but knocked aside, like not on the ship.
Yeah.
He's on the ship, but he's in the doorway. Basically, I just shouldered him to one side so I could get through.
TAZI runs toward his dad.
Okay. You only have to take a couple steps
Yeah.
forward because, like I said, he was being
And
compelled.
kind of tackles him to the ground. Like
Okay.
puts him flat.
All right. Easy enough. He was told to go to you, so you guys are on the ground.
Dad, stay down.
He's just mumbling, no, I go, he stay. And then,
Sorry, Dad. And TAZI hits him with flips his pistol over to stun and hits him with a stun shot.
If you want to just flip one of those over, just say he's out.
Yeah, I'll flip a destiny point over.
okay.
And the shot just cleanly knocks Essek unconscious.
Yep, he's unconscious. All right, so we flip over. It's HIXSA's turn. You took off running. He looks over and looks at KAIO. And
We will have to continue this another time.
so basically, HIXSA, he grabs the top of the door. He flips himself up and lands on the ship with his feet and then pushes off the ship and jumps up through the little atmospheric shielding, lands on the moon, and he's scattering away. Of course, most of you can't see that, but that's what he does. So next PC.
I'll go next. So I'm running up to the bridge of the ship, and is there somebody up there?
Yeah, there's a human female. Oh my God, what?
Land this now.
I was just told to take off.
Yeah. Krill is frustrated. She reaches out, grabs the dark side of the force. What's her discipline?
Just two. Just
And
make it average.
basically uses force influence and doesn't succeed. Wow.
3 advantages, though. I would say that she rattles.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically put the ship down.
The ship stops rising, but it doesn't go down either. Like the pilot just
Yeah.
froze.
She's, but I was told to leave. And we'll go to the
Go
next
to the next
PC.
one. Yep.
A1, he rolls up next to KAIO. Now what?
I don't know. Hopefully, Karel gets off that ship, and I guess technically we won.
I'll count it a victory, but he said he's going to come back.
Yeah, he's always come back. Yeah,
He's going to be a pain in our behind, isn't he?
yeah, probably until we dismantle him, bit by bit.
So he's going to be worse than Corell's mood swings, isn't he?
Those are never ending.
All right. So
Flip a point. A1's
dark
comm was
light.
on.
Dark side. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, A1 had his comm on, and all of you heard that. So basically, I think we can drop out of initiative because
I think the three of us in the docking bay have effectively left combat at this
Yeah.
point.
yep, for sure.
So Karel is going to puts her lightsaber in her hand, draws her pistol, and says, "Don't make me shoot you. Is this your ship?
No,
Then put it down.
she moves her hand to the right, and it clicks back into the
Now
docking.
shut it down
Turns the off button on.
and shoot. Go away."
Okay.
I let her out.
All right. She leaves.
I put up the comm. Where's HIXSA? I've got the ship.
He jumped. He swung up top, and we lost him. I don't know if he's on top of the ship. I don't know where he is. I don't see him.
Well, he doesn't need to breathe, so he's probably running to another docking bay. We lost him again. Kark. On the upside, we have another new ship. And then I hang up, and I'm gonna try and hack into the ship to find out who owns it.
Okay. As you're making the computer check, make a perception check.
Okay. Difficulty?
2.
Yeah. A triumph and two advantages.
Okay. You hear the sounds of other people on the ship come running towards the cockpit.
I reach behind me and close the cockpit door.
Okay.
And lock it, and then back on comes. But appears there are other people on this ship. So, I'm in the cockpit.
Hooray!
1 second. I turn off the comm, and then I key on the ship's comm.
Okay.
Hello, this is your new pilot speaking. I just finished training, so anyone who wants to get off now before we run into, say, an asteroid, probably a good idea to leave. This is obviously a very bad deception check.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
What's the difficulty on that?
3. I'd say throw in a black die because you didn't sound super convincing, if that makes sense.
It really wasn't trying. But let's see what they. Wow, that's a lot of blank dice. I succeed with 2 threats.
Okay. You hear somebody. You hear a male voice.
This is my ship.
Who are
If
you?
you're trying to steal it, you will have to fight us. This is my ship.
Who are you?
My name is Captain Jason Jago.
Ah, Captain Jago. Interesting fact. Do you know kind of a rude hunter-killer droid named HIXSA?
There was a droid that was trying to book passage on my ship a few minutes ago at the Duros.
Ah, okay. Then, in that case, I apologize. I thought this was his ship. So, if it's all the same to you, I'm going to leave, no harm done, and you can do whatever you want. He attempted to kidnap the Duros, who is the father of a friend of mine.
Kidnap? He wanted to go with him.
It's a long story. He's a little brain damaged.
Just get off our ship.
No problem. I am sorry for the inconvenience. I unlock the door. Okay.
You unlock the door, and there's 3 humans there, all with blaster rifles.
Girl calmly holsters her pistol and her lightsaber still in her hand, but they don't know what that is. And she's like, "Oh, excuse me, I'm the docking."
They back away as you walk forward.
Just walk through. Yeah. I give them little finger waves. And it's like, "Sorry, I'm so sorry. I did not know this was your ship. I thought this was the droids. My apologies." And I apologize all the way out.
Sorry, so sorry.
Sorry. Is the pilot there too?
Yeah, she's there. She's one of the ones with the gun.
And I'm like, "I'm really sorry. I was just trying to keep the droid from getting away. Nothing personal."
They all 3 are staying away. They keep the blaster rifles trained on you, and they let you go, and they don't communicate anymore.
Corral walks out of the ship.
Yeah. Except they look like they are ready to shoot you, because I mean, think about it from their point. They were just getting ready to leave casually, and you run on the ship, and you walk out of the ship, and you see.
Let's get back to our ship. We don't get that one, by the way. That's apparently that was just a freighter that they booked passage on.
Oh, that's good.
KAIO, can you carry my father? He's
I apologize to Captain Jago, and I think all is well. They probably just wouldn't like me on the ship anymore.
I don't think we'll have to worry about that.
I said Captain Jago, looking at KAIO in case that name rang a bell.
And I go, no.
Then let's go back to our ship.
I reach down and I sling Essek over my shoulders, fireman carry style.
All right. I'll go first, unless you think my leku make my face too fat to get on the ship. And she walks off.
I'm carrying TAZI's father, Essek.
Okay, you're on the ship.
We're at the ship.
All right, I'm good. I'm going to carry him up the ramp. I'm going to take him and put him in the room that Tazi and I do not use, which is also known as our bedroom, and lay him on Tazi's bed because mine is special. I don't know. It's Tazi's father, so I put it on Tazi's bed.
Tazi yells down the hall. Make sure you secure the door.
Right. Wait, is our door fixed?
No. There's still pieces of it that make up your pod.
See if A1 can spot weld it.
Right, yeah, let's do that.
That worked so well on the deck plate thing, you know.
Oh, right.
Well, it did.
Well, actually,
it did, yeah.
It did work.
You
on
were
the
sitting on it though.
Well, yeah.
You could sit on the door.
Nah, I'm good. That's seems weird. So, just so for everybody to understand, I want to describe Tazi's and mine's room. It's completely bare. There's nothing on the walls. There's actually no bedding on our beds.
It's still Tazi still has the plastic wrap.
Yeah. The mattresses are still wrapped in plastic.
I wanted to describe this to the listeners because it's the most stark, disheartening room you could ever imagine. There's maybe like a piece of clothing here or there, but it looks like literally no one lives in here except for maybe like a random hobo. And so like I lay Essek down on the bed and I tap his head gently and I'm like, "Good night, sweet prince." And I like exit the room and I push the door shut and I'm like, "I won. Can you spot weld this again? Maybe more than just one. Maybe like 2, 3."
I think 2 will be fine.
Thanks, little buddy.
I don't think I need to do too much more.
I mean, he is really weak, isn't he?
Yeah. Not. Yeah.
All right.
And yet he somehow crawled out of the ship, all on his own.
I mean, technically speaking, he could have crawled out of the ship numerous times. He used to own the ship.
He just went out the dump pod.
We have what's a dump pod?
Well, when you put things in the smuggling compartment, if you're about to be inspected, you just push a button and it dumps it out.
Did you know that was? Did you know that was the thing, Tuzzy?
There's a light on the dash that tells you.
Did you know about the light?
I knew it existed, but I never actually used it before.
Have you read the manual on the ship yet?
Have you looked at the manual?
It doesn't have one.
It's kind of beer stained.
It's less a manual and more of a quick start guide.
Oh.
So like push a button here and then it flies.
Pretty much. That's if you fold it out, it folds out into kind of a it looks like the dash, and there's like 7 or 8 like key components
Is this a Duros ship?
This is, yes. They assume that you know how to fly if you're picking up the ship. I see. It's a Duros thing.
Sorry. Well, apparently you didn't know about the dump light.
Well, it wouldn't be in the manual anyways.
Oh, because is it aftermarket?
Yeah.
One of those black market things?
Aftermarket, see?
Right.
Yeah, you call it black market. I just call it creative license.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, it still is black market, though. Tomato.
Sure, whatever.
It's the same thing. Anyway, so that's great. So what are we going to do? We have TAZI, Essek, chilling.
He's in there.
I mean, on the upside, we're not on Rhodia anymore.
That's true.
Well, that's now, you know what, Corel, that is definitely half glass full, and I like it.
Is it?
Keep that up more.
Is it party time?
No, it's not party time.
I like the last time we were here.
I don't want the party.
This is we've never partied. This is, you act like this is a thing.
Hey, yes, we have.
So, some of us did.
Remember the gobbler legs?
Yeah, that one. But I'm talking about last time we were here.
And he had Keg 1 for a while. That was
right.
great.
I do remember Keg 1.
I miss him.
Oh, and when we went gambling?
Oh, that was fun too. That was a kind
At
of
the
a party.
bar?
Yeah, that was a thing.
Yeah.
And then we had that bar fight that one time.
Yeah.
I guess we do party. Never mind.
And then you guys got drugged here.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That was fun.
Explicitly, yeah.
I don't remember that as being fun, but I remember it happened.
I mean, it wasn't fun either at the end of the day, beginning of the day for me either. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Well, at least then we could blame all the truth on drugs, not just poor character choices.
I mean, that was definitely not something I would normally do.
Were you pointing a finger at somebody on that
I
one?
wasn't pointing at anybody who is large and gray.
Oh, sweet. I'm short and white and yellow.
That's just
So
true.
where are we going?
And
I don't know.
you're green, so
I'm not asking you. I'm asking this one.
Oh, no, you are the captain. That's what you do for literally a
So
living.
Captain,
the gray guy.
The gray guy.
the younger gray guy. Let's.
Don't you mean you people? Is that what you meant, you people?
No.
That's what she said.
What?
That's what you said.
That is what you said.
It is.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Would you like me to play it back?
That's what you inferred.
Yes.
He plays it back, what you said.
The younger gray guy. Let's give him that.
Damn it.
I would like to stand in your corner at this time, Corel, but that was a recording of you saying it. I can't. I can't be in that corner. That's a hill I am not going to die on today.
So
All right.
where do we go from here?
Well, we've got him secured, so we've got a little bit of time to decide here. I'm gonna point at the bantha in the room here. Somebody was sent after you to kill you or bring you in.
Oh,
KAIO.
If that is your real name.
That's kind of a big deal.
Which I
We should
still
probably
think.
talk about that.
No, we're fine. No, we don't have to talk about that at all. As that was a one-time situation, probably never happen again. Nope.
What about your dad?
Yeah, what about
no,
your...
No, hang on. The Black Sun, kind of notorious for having long memories.
No.
You
I think
literally, like, on the way here, were telling us about how they never forget.
No. Very, very short
And that
memories.
you had to kill yourself last time to throw them off the trail.
I don't really remember that.
A1, can you play that back?
I don't think he can.
So what are we going to do about your dad?
Traitor.
What? His dad's not a traitor?
A1, one thing at a time.
Okay.
We're talking about KAIO right now. We'll go back to my dad in a moment.
All right. So what are we going to do about your dad? Is he
Not
going to KAIO?
not
He's
KAIO's. Not
dead.
Does he
KAIO's
even know
dad.
you're alive?
My father is dead.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, this one I do know. Yeah.
Are you really sure? Because maybe he's just hiding from the Black Sun and tells everybody.
Did
that
someone
too.
tell you that he died, or did you actually see it?
No, he died of old age. Yeah, I was there. It was a beautiful, ceremony of, funeral. But he was dead.
Oh, okay.
I mean, unless he had some weird way of coming back to life.
Nope. So we've solved that.
Okay, so
On
no,
to
we
your
weren't.
dad.
We weren't. A1, we weren't talking about KAIO's dad. We were talking about the reason that trying to find out why the Black Sun sent someone to kill KAIO, which
That's because of the leg.
Yeah, the leg.
We know why, but we need to figure out a way to get around it.
that's that's what I'm talking about.
It's this is not literally like a find your father kind of thing. This is kind of like a giant criminal organization wants you dead for ruining one of the general's legs for all eternity.
So we just need to do something that makes it up to him.
Right, yeah, again, I can't create a new leg for him, and he won't take a cybernetic implant. We tried that, and then he tried to have me killed. So I died, sort of. And then I flew to Tatooine and landed, and then I proceeded to find you, and here we are.
Yeah, here we are.
So-
So you've only been KO for a little while.
No, I've always been KAIO.
But you died.
Right.
Who died?
KAIO.
But you're KAIO.
Right.
Who were you before?
KAIO.
That's not a very good identity then.
What was your last name before?
My last name before all of this, yeah?
Yeah, before you died.
Yeah, your surname. What was your surname? Shafufuf.
So it wasn't Grill.
No.
So
KAIO Shafufuf.
Yeah, that worked. Shifafuf.
So Shifafa died.
Yep.
And Grill was born.
That would be an accurate answer.
All right, mystery solved. And what are you gonna do with your dad?
Okay, so how about we just go get you like a new Republic license, saying you're now KAIO Poodoo.
I don't know. I'll give you definitely.
We're really bad at coming up with surnames, guys.
I'll give you an A plus for the try on that one. Problem is, it could be that the robot assassin they sent after me, not dead, probably going to tell them that I am alive, and
we
can't just go die again.
Treaty death certificate.
Well, here's the end all be all here is that you're with us, we're with you, so whatever is happening to you as far as the Black Sun is concerned, it kind of concerns us too. So.
You want me to leave?
No, we don't want you to leave. Trying to figure out a way to help you or find a way around this or through it or what have you.
Maybe it's being selfish, but I can't help thinking, why don't you want our help? I mean,
because it's not.
You've known about this a long time, but you're perfectly okay with putting us in this amount of danger, and now you don't even want our help to get out of it.
Well, so I didn't really put you in danger. That came after we had a galactic-wide vid made of us.
To be fair, none of us wanted that.
That's fair.
Well, technically only TAZI and I made it on the video.
Well, we're on there diving off camera.
Oh, yeah. I think it was when you guys went to the Black Sun fights that may have...
No,
that was way too... that was way too short of a time.
It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter like what or who we blame at this point. It's the reality is this is the way it is. The situation we're in now is that we need to figure out a way to deal with this. Now, whether that is that we go confront the Black Sun directly, which I think is a horrible idea and we should not do.
All right, I veto that.
Yeah. Whether we find another identity for our friend KAIO to try and get him off the grid again. Whether we find this general that put out the kill order and persuade him to release the kill order. That's an option too. I don't think that's a great one, but it's an option. I don't know. I'm just I'm brainstorming here. So
if he's high up in the Black Sun, that they want whatever they want. There's really not dissuading them, I guess.
Yeah, but when I say dissuade, I mean we can convince him to stop, or we can make him stop. And I'm willing to bet that if we can get this general off of this particular bone per se.
So crazy idea.
Already gonna go with no.
Well, let's hear it.
Okay.
Who do the Black Sun fear? What if
no one?
What if we go to work for? Well, they've got to fear somebody, and we could go work for them.
There's really not.
I wouldn't go so far as to say fear. I think the Black Sun have a healthy respect for the Hutts and their empire, but I don't think the Black Sun fear them per se. Is like the Hutts are going to come after them and take away all of their illicit earnings.
What about the Separatists?
The thing is, Black Sun.
We have a relationship with them already.
A great one. Yeah.
Well,
the problem is the Black Sun doesn't really. They don't fear anyone. They work around people. They work around the Republic. They work around the Separatists. They work around the Jedi.
True. That's what a good crime syndicate does.
They find a niche and infiltrate it. There's not really. That's why they have been so successful for Kark knows how long. I can't think of a time there wasn't the Black Sun. So, I don't have an answer.
Where's Shad at right now? Where does Shad make his home?
I assume in some kind of location where the Black Sun are.
That's everywhere.
How long ago was the leg thing again?
Let's see. I've been theoretically dead for about a year.
So where did you actually perform the surgery on him?
He was in a ship, on the gas giant of Endor.
Like on the planet? Like was there a camp or was
it's a gas giant?
Yeah, Endor.
Well, no. But I mean, there's stations on gas giants. I mean, they mine them and stuff.
Right, now this one, we were in a ship, like it floats
Orbiting around the planet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we can always hop into the system and see, and maybe do a scan, see if the ship is still there. Do you remember what the ship was called?
It was known as the Tyrant.
So do we want to find that ship, or?
I mean, I don't know why we need to go figure this out. We can just let it go.
Well, if we ignore it, when we just find ourselves against like 4 robot assassins instead of 1 next time.
Then I'll leave.
No, that's not really an option either.
Then you'll find yourself against 4 robot assassins and be by yourself.
Nope.
And then you'll get killed.
Nope.
By yourself.
Nope.
No, I'm pretty sure that's what would happen if he left.
Nope.
Why do you think that?
Not an option. Remember, TAZI said we're a crew.
Why do you care so little about yourself that you're willing to just leave?
Because you guys don't need to worry about it. It's kind of not one of those like finding your dad or
we
finding
had this discussion.
Finding my dad wasn't really. It was kind of involved in a separate mission or a separate thing we were sent to do. We weren't going to find my dad. We were going to stop an assassination that my weird undead father just happened to be a part of.
That's
when you put
true.
it that way,
that's
weird.
Speaking of your dad, what are we gonna do with him?
A1, don't ask me about my dad again until we're done with this conversation.
Okay.
But no, seriously, it's important that we take care of this, so that this isn't something that's hanging over your head or our heads. And it might not be easy to take care of, but we're going to take care of it.
All right. Well,
this is me not giving you a choice. How about that?
Oh, that's great. Super. Thanks for that, Captain.
Don't tell me I don't care.
Never do that, Ozzy. Never.
So, well, do we want to track the ship down?
I mean, we could try. I don't know if we could actually track it down. That you'd think that
we could just go ask.
Who?
Mira. She's in there. He points towards the Moon of Lost Bane. Remember, they do all sorts of,
I suppose,
gray market stuff.
I suppose that's entirely possible. I guess.
I believe that's how TAZI described stuff.
Well, you want to ask her about the Tyrant, and I can see if I can talk to your dad and figure out what he wants to do.
We've got him sealed in that room right now. Let's leave him like that for right now. Every time we've given him any inch, he has taken 4 parsecs.
All right.
But I think we should ask about the Tyrant.
All right.
Either we should ask about the Tyrant or we should ask about the Tyrant.
Well, I'm glad we had that discussion.
Yeah.
Option B. Who's going to ask her?
I mean,
TAZI looks at Corel.
Corel looks at KAIO.
I mean, kind of necessary, I guess.
Maybe we should all go.
All right. How long is this anti-truth serum thing good for?
I mean, I can just give you another dose.
No, I'm okay if it's still... I'll just not eat anything. That's fine.
It's probably the wise choice, yeah.
Me neither.
Corel walks off.
I follow.
A1 follows.
TAZI shakes his head and follows.
We head back to the main room of Lost Bane.
All right. Now you guys go to the central room.
Yep.
And you guys get there, and she's sitting at the main table like she was. And everybody kind of looks at KAIO.
Hello, Mira.
Hello.
Weird question. This is just silly. All right. Did you happen to know where...
You can do it.
It's just a really odd question. Anyway, you wouldn't happen to know a member of an organization by the name of Shad, would you?
She locks eyes with you. Why would you want to talk to him?
Not really. We don't really necessarily need to talk with him. We're more interested in where maybe he is. If you could maybe give us that information. This is just really weird. This question is, I feel, really awkward.
TAZI kind of leans up and kind of over to the right of KAIO a little bit and says, we just need location. We don't need to be put into contact with him in particular.
No.
We're just trying to figure out where he may be.
Corel leans out from the other side of KAIO. He has a ship called the Tyrant, we think.
Okay. She does not break eye contact with KAIO. He's probably off trying to regain some favor with the organization he was with.
Oh?
Wait, what was with?
He's not well received by them right now. And then she kind of leans forward and puts both hands on either side of KAIO's face. No, you really don't want to talk about this, do you?
No?
You really don't need to worry about him. There's something far more troubling in your mind. Make a discipline check.
Corell's reaching out with the force to see if the force is being used.
Oh,
here.
for sure.
Okay.
2 reds, 2 purples.
Oh my sweet lord. No, I failed because apparently she has magical dice.
So, a threat.
Okay. You definitely get the idea that this really isn't that important, and you do need to move on to something more important. That Shad is not really a threat.
All right, Shad is not a threat.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I'm just, got a good feeling about it. I just don't think. I think we can move on. I think he's useless. I think we're all right. I think we're doing good.
You feeling okay?
No, he's not.
100%.
He's not.
Corell, you're not in my head. You don't know what's going on. I'm feeling this moment right now. I feel like she's right. It was just a bump in the road. I think Shad is just a loser and an abuser, I think we can move on. I think we're good.
She leans forward and kisses you right on the forehead. And then she looks at TAZI. He's correct.
She's in my corner. I appreciate her.
Then who sent the assassin droid to kidnap him?
Oh, he's probably been around for a long time. That model is very old.
Yes, but there's a reason.
A one and done. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I know I'm feeling myself, I'm feeling myself.
Yes, I see that.
Maybe it was an old bounty that just has never been removed. You'd have to contact the droid and ask him who it's for.
Do you know where the tyrant is?
Probably in the asteroids, in the Roche system.
Perfect. We stay away from the Roche system? I think
I'd like to
golden.
Tazi would like to make a perception check because interaction, as soon as she put her hands on his face, changed drastically, and something's up.
Okay.
Guys, calm down. This is good, solid advice.
She's not trying to deceive
I'm doing
you.
the same thing to see if she's telling me the truth.
Okay. I'm trying to think what the difficulty would, because she's not trying to deceive you, so it wouldn't go against her deception. It's more charm. So 2 reds and 2 purples, because that's what she just did to you, basically. She used her charm.
I'd like to flip a force point.
Okay.
So I have 3 threats and a triumph.
And conversely, on Corell's perception check, she has 4 successes and a despair. So he failed with a triumph, and I succeeded wildly with the despair.
Okay, for the successes, she's not lying. She's
Okay.
telling the truth. I would say with the despair, you realize that she's telling the truth, and you're starting to really kind of feel what she's saying. And for the failures, she's not lying. Like I said, she's telling you the truth, but she's definitely trying to influence you guys in a direction that will benefit her, which you probably already knew.
Yeah, my failures do not indicate that she's telling me the truth.
Okay.
That's what he's asking for.
But the triumph is that
Now you're really steeled
the
against her.
yeah, the triumph is that Tazi firmly believes that she was just messing with KAIO. Like she just did something to KAIO.
Yeah. All right.
So Tazi looks at KAIO, and then just backhands KAIO like literally out of nowhere.
Hey,
Snap out of it.
look, she's telling the truth. I mean,
Goodness gracious.
obviously, we don't have to worry about him so much. Where we need to go is this Roche system.
No one makes me bleed my own blood. Was smacking my face really all that necessary?
Well, I thought I could shake you out of whatever influence she has on you.
What, truth?
Look, she put her hands on your face, and suddenly your
and
opinion
if you
changed.
use the force
and
to
then
warp his brain again, I will smack you.
Oh, so my brain was warped by the Force. Thanks a lot.
No.
That's what she says, and I hang out with her regularly.
Yeah, unfortunately, she's not lying. She just wanted to make you more susceptible to whatever it was she did.
I just brought out the truth.
Yeah, all right, well, don't do that anymore.
Okay.
I'm not a fan of that.
Which was a lesson technically we should have learned the last time we were here.
Last time I took care of that, I made a anti-drug.
Which now she knows about.
That's true.
Good luck. I'll make a new one.
I'm not worried. I don't have to.
We know
Use
what
that
we need
anymore.
to know.
Right.
Don't we?
Roche system thing.
No, you don't need to go there.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't.
That's where Shad is.
But you don't need to worry about him.
Well, I mean, that's true. We don't really need to worry about
him.
He's a nobody now.
Right.
But that doesn't mean he still doesn't have enough power to send assassins after our friend.
Just one. And you've already defeated him.
Well,
That's
one at the
well,
moment.
I mean,
He ran away.
I mean,
He's chomping around the
if he
top
cared
of
enough to
your
send
wound.
one, don't you think he'd care enough to send another when the first one failed?
I don't know.
Only if he could afford more than one.
Right.
Maybe he can.
He can't.
How do you know?
Because I was doing business with him.
See?
Now I'm not.
You were all worried about this. It was just a one-off situation. We can move on. This is great.
We know where we have to go. Don't let her play mind games with you.
She's not playing mind games with me.
I don't know. I feel like he's just really, he's standoffish. Like, I don't know why he's so upset.
He's always standoffish.
Oh, that's fair. Why are you so extra standoffish with her? Is it because she touched my face? Are you upset?
I reach over and touch KAIO's face.
Look how upset he is.
I've also touched Corell's face.
It has nothing to do with face touching. It has to do with the fact that
hold on.
You did something to him when you touched his face.
Why don't we go now and not have this argument in front of...
KAIO reaches up and touches each side of Corell's face and just stares at TAZI. Does physical touch make you uncomfortable? Do we need a hug?
He wouldn't take a hug earlier.
Oh, it's
TAZI
physical
turns
touch
around
that makes him upset.
TAZI turns around and starts walking back to the ship.
Okay. As you're walking, make an average perception check.
1 success and 1 advantage.
As you're walking away, you happen to notice A1 is plugged into a terminal, and it clicks in your head. He hasn't been a part of this entire conversation.
TAZI kind of stops for a second with a start and looks over at where A1 is plugged in and walks over to him, stops short of actually approaching A1, and then just turns to walk back towards the ship. And as he's walking back toward the ship, TAZI gets on his comm. A1, what are you doing?
Well, you guys had that situation handled, so I was researching the other situation.
Okay, and did you find out anything about the other situation?
Yeah. I have Wait, are we done with the other conversation? Can we talk about this situation?
Why don't we talk about it back on the ship?
Okay.
Then he starts rolling towards the ship.
TAZI turns around and says, "Are you guys coming?"
Captain Grumpy Pants is calling. We need to go.
Always a pleasure, Mira. Thank you.
I love you too.
Yeah, you're pretty great. All right.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. Let's go. It's a good day.
Let's go.
So we're back. Swipe back on the ship. A1 rolls right in behind TAZI.
TAZI goes right to the cockpit and starts keying up sequences to get out of here. And he's hitting the buttons pretty hard.
Okay. So is the conversation over so we can talk about what I found out?
Yes, let's talk about my dad.
All right. I found a doctor who can fix him.
Where?
A1 says it's on Vandos.
Is that a system or a planet?
It's a planet.
Where at?
It's in the Vandos system in the Outer Rim. Take us a couple days to get there.
Okay. Table that for now. Let's hold on to that, but we're gonna try and find this asteroid belt, I think.
Okay.
Listen, you are not okay.
I'm perfectly fine.
You're a little confused, but that's okay.
How am I confused? Explain to me how I'm confused.
You're very happy.
Is that a problem to be happy now? Is that a rule? KAIO can't be happy.
No.
I want you to be happy.
A1?
Thank you, A1.
Yeah.
Do you have the comm code for that droid?
Which one?
The one that tried to kill me.
No.
He's called us several times.
But I didn't try to get his comm code. I was busy trying not to get killed.
But you traced it to Lost Bane.
That was on the ship that he was on.
TAZI pulls up the comm logs for the ship and scrolls through a little bit.
Damn, you're
I think this is it.
Try it. See if it's there.
TAZI keys in the code to the comm system. Hits the send button.
Hello?
Hi, we're looking for HIXSA.
Who?
HIXSA.
Nobody here by that name?
He's a droid about yay tall. Krill standing on her toes again. Kind of grr.
We dropped him and a Duros off at Lost Bane.
Ah, wonderful planet. Thank you for helping.
It's a moon.
Thank you. And TAZI keys the comm off. Okay, so that was a dead end. That was obviously the ship that was
It was
transporting
worth
them
a
back
try,
then.
but we can try and go to Roche and see if,
I'm telling you guys, Roche is totally unnecessary. We don't need to worry about Shad. He's a piece of nothing. What we need to do, I bet you know what. You know what we need to do? We need to figure out what to do with Tazi's dad.
Go to Vandos.
Vandos, yeah.
Why would we go there?
Because there's a doctor there that can help him.
There is.
Yeah, see, I didn't even know.
While we were talking to, the mind changer on the planet's surface, or I should say inside the planet in the main room.
It's a moon.
Moon, planet, whatever.
It's the same thing.
While we were deep inside Lost Bane, A1 was actually checking the computer banks there to see if there is a doctor that could help my dad, because he's been fixated on helping my dad since before we had started this long conversation about what we're doing next.
All right. I'm just afraid that we're going to have 4 of those stupid droids coming at us.
No, I'm with you. I think we should go to the asteroid belt, check that out. If that doesn't check out, then we'll move on. Let me check.
No.
A1, are you only saying no so that we can go do this thing to help my dad?
No.
You took too long to respond.
He pulls up a star chart.
Yeah, it's the asteroid field's in the mid rim. Vandos is in outer rim. So it's gonna take a while if we go towards the asteroid field. It's up to you.
Well, here's the thing. If this guy's no longer associated with the Black Sun and he's still sending out assassins, we have a larger problem, which either means he has a different resource, he has a different set of resources he can draw on from a different organization or person, or it's his personal resources. Either way, I don't think this is over. And I would rather see us try and get this particular womp rat off our back.
However, I don't believe I'm saying this, but I think I'm agreeing with A1 for a moment. If we're going to go after Shad to find out, it's probably safer if we have your dad not on the ship.
Yeah, that's a good point. He might try to sacrifice himself again, or
he is kind of a walking hostage. So maybe we go check this doctor out. Maybe we can leave your dad there. Maybe there's some sort of nice home we can put him in. Maybe he can stay there a month or two while we go hunt down Shad.
Fine. We'll do that. We'll go find this doctor, and hopefully we won't get attacked by any more assassin droids on the way.
Okay.
Here's what I'm hoping that too.
So we're leaving?
Sounds like laying a course for Vandos.
Sounds great to me.
Okay.
I just thought of something. With the door welded, how are you going to feed his dad?
KAIO just walks away.
I'll do it.
All right. Thanks, A1. I'll be in my
You're
room.
welcome.
Crow goes to her room, shuts the door, and is going to meditate on this.
Okay. And the ship jumps into hyperspace. And a few hours later, A1 rolls up to the cockpit. Question for you, Captain.
Yeah, little buddy.
So, KAIO keeps calling Corell lovely and beautiful, but yet when I try to help him, be with her, he keeps saying no. I don't understand why. Isn't lovely and beautiful something you say to somebody you are, you fleshies are attracted to?
Okay, this is an odd topic. Not a conversation I pictured ever having with you, to be perfectly honest. But in some cases, when someone likes another person, another being, they have strange ways of showing it, and sometimes they don't show it at all. It all depends on the person and the circumstances. If by some strange chance you're any remotely close to what's actually going on here, or what you think might be going on.
I thought he wants to be with her. That's lovely.
Did he say that to you?
Well,
did he actually have a conversation with you where he said, I would like to do this?
Well, it's hard to get a real answer out of him.
No, I'm saying though, but you did not get a clear statement of, yes, this is what I want.
I've never heard you call her lovely, which,
that's just not in my nature. I think Grell's a fine-looking Twi'lek, but I don't have any attraction to her in that particular way. That's not to say that he does either. That's simply to say that maybe he calls her that because that's just a term he just chooses to use.
So he doesn't want to be with her?
I'm not the guy to ask. You're going to need to get that clarification from KAIO himself.
Yeah, that's easy to do.
Well, I didn't say it was going to be easy, but if you don't know for sure, stop wasting your time because you're spinning your little droid wheels.
I like that answer.
All right. Is there anything else you need?
No. Nope.
I'm going to go back to sleeping.
All right. I'll watch the sensors.
That'd be great.
Then he just stares at the console like he always does when you're flying in hyperspace.
Redemption is played using the Star Wars role-playing game system by Fantasy Flight Games and Lucas Books. If you enjoy Redemption, please reach out to us on social media. Our Facebook and Twitter pages can be found at RedemptionPod, and we have our website as well, redemptionpodcast.com. Please look for us on Instagram as well. We recently started an account with Redemption Podcast. Review the show for us on iTunes, Stitcher, or other podcasting applications you may use. This does help people locate the podcast, and it does spread the word for us so more people can hear our thrilling story. If you're enjoying the story that Redemption tells and would like to offer us some support, we do have a Patreon page at patreon.com/redemption. All funds collected from the page are used to help us upgrade our equipment and make sure we're telling the best story we can with the best quality equipment that we can. Thank you very much.